welcome in. I'm your host, your dungeon mistress, the dark reigning queen, Void Doll. It's a pleasure to have you here. I hope you enjoy the tale that we have in store for you today. Let's meet her. All right, Nat, give us that sweet action hotness recap for stream.
Right. Last session we began by returning to town with the missing children that we saved from the hags, and once returning them to their parents, we went and spoke with the mayor about what we found, the dark and dirty of why the Dryad did what she did, and that the townspeople should do better about treating outsiders differently. They should do better in the future, because how dare they? If you want details on that, go watch previous sessions and you'll know what I'm speaking of. Anyway, it was discussed that the last missing child, along with other children from around the lake, might be at Grimstone Manor. So that is where we're going to be headed in the morning. But until then, we have returned to the Silken Pillow Inn and other things. We have parted our ways for the evening, and in doing that, Sin had kind of a spooky, haunting-like experience in his room, and I think Ani and Remiel did as well. Nothing spooky in my room was happening, but we were interrupted by the spookiness because Ani came and pounded on the door about the spookiness. So we reconvened together, minus Lysandra, because she was out harassing and breaking laws,
Making
so that
love
she
to a
could
celestial.
sleep with a celestial. And we ended the session with Sylas having a sit-down with our lovely Seti, who's had a really, really rough day, and is asking them everything they know about Neuraxis.
There was one thing that we did hear in your room, though.
If you want more details about what happened in my room, you can watch the previous session on Dolly's YouTube. Thank you.
I'm gonna go get my hat now. Thank you, everyone.
Exactly. Remiel needs to get her hat from her gnome friend.
We're homies.
He's a gnome?
Yeah, I believe he's a gnome.
He's either a gnome or a halfling. If he's a gnome, we're gnomies.
It's amazing.
Was I muted? Wow, I was.
Yes.
I don't think Remiel knows the difference. He's a small guy.
No, she does not.
in a big world, so it might change. It might be different.
She does not know. In fact, she is probably gonna call them gnomies regardless.
That being said, Yami, are you ready to pick up where you left off?
Yeah.
Do you remember the questions you had asked specifically?
I'm not even sure if I asked any questions yet. I think, did I?
I think it was literally just starting. Like, you stepped in, and it was like, oh, Yami, happy birthday! And then we sang you happy birthday and got distracted a little bit.
And then he had to leave because he had birthday things. So yeah, I think, to quote, I just listened to the end, to quote, tell me everything you can about Neuraxis.
That's where we started. Or that's where we ended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that was it. So I guess that would be the last thing he said.
Okay. Was there anybody else in the room with you, or was it just you and Seti? Remind me.
It was just me and Seti.
I think I'm in there, actually. No? No, I'm not. Never mind. No, I'm
I
not.
told you to go take a bath.
But was too afraid, right?
Yes. No, I did.
Oh, you're alone in the bath?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No question mark.
Okay. Sylas, I need you to roll an
Yes.
insight check.
All right. So 15.
Okay, this is just to gauge if SETI at any point is withholding information from you.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will use. Oh, I don't have any more. Okay, never mind. Okay, then yeah, that'll be it.
You're like, fuck, I don't have any more inspirations.
Yeah, we haven't fucking, bro, that's crazy. We haven't long rested yet. It's been a minute. Still got all my shit ticked off.
We got 2 inspirations from last session.
I ain't gonna use it. It's fine.
Okay. SETI tells you to begin. Are you wondering how I came to Neuraxis? Or everything I have discovered about the Dark One since becoming their warlock?
Preferably the latter, although I'm not exactly, I'm not disinterested in your backstory. I'd like to know as much as I can about this person that I've seemed to intertwine my fate around, as unfortunate as that is.
Then I will tell you this, Sylas. When Neuraxis makes a deal, Neuraxis always keeps the deal. Occasionally there are hiccups between point A and point B. But always, you get exactly what you were offered. And Neuraxis gets a piece.
And let's say that me and him have done our deal already, and I'm not exactly keen to continue making deals with him. Could I just ignore him and he'll eventually lose interest? Seems to work with women just fine.
I don't think Neuraxis will bother you unless you... it's twofold, Sylas. You are already marked, tagged for interest. You said yes once. It will be easy to have you say yes again.
I'm not gonna lie, it was quite stupid of me.
We were in a stressful situation, no?
Yes, but there's too much that I need to accomplish to risk it on temporary moments of emotion because I wanted to play hero. That's silly and stupid and it's illogical and I should not do it again.
There's a small smile that ticks up on Seti's ruined face. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be a hero.
Well, and he'll sort of like grimace a little bit and gesture at Seti. If it ends with conclusions like, what happened to you, no offense, then I've no interest in being a hero.
You're silly if you think this is permanent. I'm sure there is a way to fix it.
He'll tap his temple. Psychological pain, though. Love, that doesn't disappear overnight. That's gonna be there for a minute.
Well, that part is true, but you tend to just kind of drink it away a little bit. You kind of learned to love chasing the pain. Saving those children was worth it, no? I would do it again.
Absolutely.
And I will continue to do it again and again and again. Throwing my body on the fire of what it means to be, well, maybe a hero, maybe an idiot, probably definitely an idiot.
No, it's certainly an idiot. It's idiotic, but saving children is worth some idiocy at times, I'd say.
I feel like saving people, good people, is worth the price.
Depends. Yes.
I'm sorry about what happened to Annam's cradle. And I'm also sorry about other things I know about you and should not.
Okay, that is a loaded apology. Adam's cradle is not, and forgive me if this sounds cold or asshole-ish, but I don't really care about Adam's cradle. But I will accept your it's not pity, right? It's empathy. So I'll accept empathy, but if you're pitying me for something that happened so long ago, then you can shove it up your ass.
The psychological pain. And this time Seti taps their temple. Losing people close to you is not easy.
No, it isn't.
You were close to no one at Annam's.
No, there's someone there that could have helped me with my magical study that I can't exactly get help with from anyone else that I know of because of the nature of the magic. And while it's unfortunate that he may have died or been eaten or ended up in the depths of the hells like we saw in that vision, I can't say that I have any personal connection to him. He's just a source of teaching like every other person at Silvery Moon.
You're an interesting case, Sylas.
Am I?
They nod. You want to save children, but people are seen as a means to an end? No wonder why Naraxis likes you so much.
I mean, I'm sure the worst thing that little Sally did was probably steal a cracker from a friend, whereas this man that I was learning from has probably hurt many people, killed people, lied, cheated, stole, probably insulted his mother one day. I'm not sure. That's really bad. Never insult your mother. Regardless, children are innocent and pure. Not so much other people. So my kindness only extends so far.
Ah, cynic. Understood. Were there no children in Annam's cradle?
Possibly. And that is something that I'd prefer not to think about, but thank you for opening up that particular
Sorry.
wound.
I
No,
understand.
it's fine.
It is... Well... I found that on the surface there are a lot nicer, kinder people than down below.
I'd bet, yeah. Zhao women, they enslave men for being men.
Yeah.
The world down below is, they live in a very illogical society.
I'm going to be honest with you, Sylas. I do not think Naraxis will leave you alone.
That's that's your informed decision as a warlock of his.
5 years between our first conversation and our second.
Right. But he...
Can wait. Your entire lifetime. And he will.
I don't need his power though. I've spent my entire life studying magic.
Perhaps it is something else he has planned for you. Naraxis is a cunning and calculated lord.
Yeah, well, unless he tells me that he can pierce the fabric of space and time, and he can also kick rocks.
We might literally... And the way Seti looks at you is very curious. There's a line of tension and a loaded gaze. Though their eyes are mostly ruined and unseeing, they manage to focus in your most direction. And with your 15, you get the feeling Seti's trying to communicate that you might literally have to make Naraxis kick rocks.
Is that like the feeling I get from my insight?
Yes.
Oh, that'll piss him off.
At some point. After
He'll sigh. Oh, you go ahead.
they just say, after all, you can always push someone away. Or actually really bully them into submission, no? And, why not bully someone who is the worst that life has to offer? Calling Naraxis an asshole without directly calling Naraxis an asshole.
Yeah. He'll smile, but it's sort of like a bitter one.
Perhaps you and I will still be friends. And when the day comes, I will help you.
Right, friends.
I assume you probably don't have many of those.
Well, it's... How do I say this? It's not... It's an odd balance, doing this whole friendship thing when, in a few years, I don't really plan to know anyone in this timeline.
What if it all fails and you don't make it?
You don't understand that it cannot fail, and if it does, then either way, you and everyone else will not know me. Either this works, everything that I've studied and trained for works, and I leave, or it all fails, and according to my calculations, I leave, except this time, my body gets eaten up by forbidden magics, and I no longer exist in this timeline. So either way, it doesn't really matter whether or not I make genuine connections here.
You are not lonely.
Are you psychoanalyzing me?
A little.
Seti, what?
Sorry, it just sounds like you are... Wow, it sounds so lonely.
Loneliness is a silly emotion anyway. It's an emotion where you can alleviate it by fucking or just having a simple, good conversation with someone. It doesn't matter if I'm lonely or not. Because there's cures for it everywhere. There's a cure for it downstairs. If I decided to spin the coin. But I'm focused on more important matters.
So there are times for you to... Said he pauses. What a curious mind state. What an interesting point of view. Never allowing anyone to really get too close because you're stuck in a different place, a different time. Why are you thinking of this time so heavily if loneliness is not an issue? I know what happened. However, I am not putting the pieces together.
What exactly are you asking me?
Do you feel guilty? Or is it because you care?
And can it not be both? They're my family.
They get this soft frown on their face. So you must miss them.
Of course I do, but like I said, it does not matter. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Because either way, when I save them, when I reverse what happened to them, they'll be able to live their lives, and I can make sure that what happened to them doesn't happen. My pain right now will not matter in 20 years, 10, 15, 50. I just need to get to the finish line. That's it. I just need to get there.
A person should not do things alone. I was told that once. I didn't really understand it. I was used to being by myself. As a freak and a monster.
Well, you're here with all of us, all of our handsome, beautiful faces. So you're not alone. I'm here speaking to you. So I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily alone right now either.
There is a beat of more psychoanalyzing. Words that he wants to say that simmer underneath the surface. And instead they shake their head and exhale. Either way, you helped me, I will help you. Regardless of if you want my friendship or not.
He nods his head.
I have discovered that people need people. Whether they are walking the surface enjoying the sun, or they are below. You need people to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Whether it is someone that has the knowledge you need, the strength to help carry your ideals, to stand beside you. Whether they are your friend, your conversation partner, none of it can be achieved alone. I would call you brave for trying. But you've caught the eye of a very powerful eldritch being. And the way you process information seems very similar to the Dark One. Because I used to think just like you. I'm not gonna let you make the same mistakes, Sylas. Not the ones that I did.
Listen, I'm not sure what you're saying when you look at me and speak to me. But I will not allow you, nor anyone in our party, nor Neuraxis himself, from stopping me from what I need to do. I don't plan to become this eldritch warlock. I spit on warlocks. No offense. I quite enjoy knowing magic at its core rather than being given magic by some evil sugar daddy. That isn't my path. And if you feel as if I'm straying towards a path similar to that, then by all means, please try to stop me. But for now, all I want to do is I want to find a damned artifact. I want to study that artifact. And I want to drink wine and be depressed as I study said artifact. You understand me?
Loud and clear.
Alright, well. Would you like to get wine and be depressed together?
I think I would love to.
Hey, because I am not a fan of introspection. It makes me sad.
That's because you need friends, but you just are... Anyways, I'm a little blind. Come help me.
No, it's fine. He'll, help Seti up so that they can leave.
Seti, like, pats your chest, and there's just this friendly camaraderie between the two of you. Seti... I'm not sure how Sylas will feel. Yami, you can describe for chat and the other players. Seti has done the ambitious lone wolf thing. Sure, went about it with an evil sugar daddy, as Sylas put it. But there is a... They get you. Seti sees you. And I don't know if that mirror would make Sylas a little uncomfortable.
I mean, I'd say that Sylas is extremely stubborn, and that's probably why he made it so well as a wizard starting off. Mm-hmm. I'd say that he probably just refuses in the moment to understand or see that Seti is sort of like drawing a parallel between them, because he doesn't see himself as an ambitious lone wolf. In his eyes, you know, he's like, me not making true friends isn't me trying to take it on alone. It's more so just a plain necessity, because he truly truly in his hearts of hearts, after like doing the calculations, does not see a possible future where he stays friends with any of them, because he's either gonna go back in time and they'll fucking forget him, or he's gonna die. So it's not really a matter of, you know, there's no point.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. With that, two of you go get wine and are depressed in each other's company. It is a companionable silence.
Then they fuck.
I don't know.
No, they don't fuck.
I was gonna say I don't think so. Okay. We're gonna meanwhile, but before we meanwhile, I need a quick be right back. Players, I will be like 2 minutes. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves at the bar, Remiel and Ani, because that's who we're going to next.
Bro, I came back from. Oh wait, we're still fucking. They can still hear us, right?
Yeah, we're still here.
Oh shit. Okay.
You stupid motherfucker! No, I'm kidding.
Then go ahead and roleplay.
Oh my
Yeah,
bad,
I
my bad.
just got back from the bathroom. Yeah, spill your life secrets. No, I don't even. Why did they go down to the bar? Was it to get Lysandra?
Oh, to get your hat.
Oh yeah,
Then
my hat. Wait, do I still know about my hat? Wait, do I know about my hat? Ow, buddy! Ow! Oh Jesus!
Oh.
My cat freaked out on me. My cat freaked out on me. It's okay.
I think you guys decided to go down to the bar because of the freaky shit that was happening. So you guys like, let's go get a break before we try
Right.
and get
Oh,
to bed.
I did have nightmares.
Yeah.
That is what
Yeah,
happened.
the nightmares.
My apologies.
The night terrors.
That was,
Welcome back.
there's like a beat of like awkward silence. So sorry. So sorry. And you're like,
It's
wait, we're
okay.
going to the bar? Yes. Yes, you were.
Alcohol.
It's okay. I was it's because I was also in the bathroom when you did that, and I was like, oh shit.
Literally.
Taking a little taco.
Oh, I'm a little bit of a ketchup packet right now.
Okay. I don't want to know.
It's a normal thing.
Yeah, ketchup packet? I don't think that's normal.
It's Shark Week.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
the two of you
At
make a perception check.
the bar?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Because when you approach the bar, it's empty.
Oh shit.
Pourquoi?
I got a 4. Huh, must be closing hours.
Ani, there is a little goat-formed propeller hat that's just like sitting behind the lip of the bar next to some of the bottles. But it doesn't look like anyone has been here for a minute.
I'm going to sacrifice.
You also see everything that you need to make some basic drinks. So technically you could borrow those implements and leave a little coin, and you wouldn't technically be stealing.
That's an any number of.
I think Ani has so many morals for that.
Can Remy serve herself a glass of water?
Mm-hmm.
Remy will also offer one to Ani. You want some water? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice,
The hat
cool
kinda looks like
water
you.
too. Does it?
Yeah, the
Huh.
horns. They kind of look like
It's really cute. I hope whoever it is for enjoys it. She's gonna grab 2 glasses. Does the bar have a sink? Because she's not very smart.
It does have a bucket, like a basin that's filled with water, and a pitcher.
Does the pitcher have water in it?
It does.
Okay, she's smart enough for that. She's gonna use the pitcher to put water in the glasses. She's not gonna use the bucket.
I gave you both just in case. You never know with Remy.
You never know with Remy. That is fair.
Okay, so you fill 2 glasses, 2 goblets, and the 2 of you are just sitting, hanging out. How long do you stay at the bar for?
I think at some point, Ani's just gonna like knock on the bar loudly and be like, "Hello."
Do you think bars close?
I mean, yes, but I don't kind of like built in like it has to. Also, why would they leave their hat out and all their drink?
Well, we don't know who the hat belongs to. Maybe someone forgot the hat. Maybe they're trying to find the hat owner. No, I don't think they would use everyone for that, right?
I'm gonna like peek around to the other room where the bar like extends to, and be like, "Hello."
Very few people on staff. It's late enough that it's a ghost town in here.
Can I try and wave down one of the staff members that we're able to see?
You could go on an investigation if you'd like.
Yes,
Sure.
I would
Okay.
like that. Let's do a little bit of an investigation, because Remy is curious. Remy knows nothing. Remy investigates nothing.
It's like she's looking around, but her eyes keep coming back to the propeller hat, and like they're drawn like a magnet. So it's like,
It's just like a slow zoom in between her and the propeller hat, and then her, and then the propeller hat. And oh, Annie didn't do much better.
Ani only knows a tiny bit more. The tiniest bit.
you both are pretty lost.
Not the best people to go on an investigation, really.
You end up headed up a tower, like some stairs,
Ooh.
and the 2 of you are just like, we haven't found anyone, so we'll just head up these stairs of this random tower that we happen to discover.
In fairy tales, there are princesses in the tower. Maybe she needs saving.
Oh, maybe.
Let's go
As
save the princess.
as you're saying that, Remy, funny you say that. There's a shoe on the landing. A simple shoe, couple straps to hold it on. It's a shorter heel. And then a few steps up, it looks like there's some kind of bracelet.
Oh my god, we're living in Cinderella, Ani.
What's Cinderella?
Hold on, did you just say what, Cinderella?
His dad didn't have time for stories.
It's a fairy. So you know how princesses live in a tower? Well, Cinderella is different because the princess goes to somewhere and she drops a shoe, and the prince finds the shoe, and then he finds the princess that needs saving.
Oh. He's gonna pick up the very small foot.
Yes, princesses have small feet. I think.
He's gonna like measure next.
We need to find the princess, Ani.
Funny you should say that. The 2 of you continue up a little bit, and you find another shoe.
Well, this isn't like it is in the storybooks. Maybe it's...
What do we do now?
Maybe... Well, let's go up a little further and see if anything else is dropped. like maybe a shirt, and then we'll know that it is not a princess story.
Okay.
Okay, with your 5 and your 9, investigating the stairs, you comb the next curving set of stairs, inch by solid inch, and you discover no shirts, no more shoes, no glitter, no magic wands. The two of you are bent down. You almost butt heads. You're gazing at the stairs so hard. And you're just about
Our
to
horns almost get tangled.
you're just about
Cute.
you're just about to give up as you know your horns maybe click together. You make eye contact and then Ani, out of the corner of your vision, you see something crumpled on the top of the stairs. Kind of in a misshapen ball.
Remy, what's that?
Huh? What?
Remy looks the opposite way that you pointed.
Oh. No. This way.
Are you going to guide my head in the correct direction?
Yeah. Like
Okay,
cracker.
perfect.
No, this.
The two of you see a person. Crumpled on the
Do
stairs.
they look like a princess?
They're wearing a dress.
Oh no, the princess!
There's a little blood.
Oh no, the princess!
And beyond them is a door. A fancy door.
I'm going to run up to the crumpled body with the click, click, clack of my little hooves. I'm gonna kneel beside them, and I'm gonna check them over for wounds.
Their
See where the
forehead
blood is coming from.
is cut open, probably from the fall. And it looks like there's a little bit of bruising at their temple.
Ani, you're like a doctor, right?
No, but I can help.
Well, I mean, you did fix Lint's bird bones, so
Yeah, that was
Maybe-
bad.
maybe you can help her.
Okay. Longer.
What do you do?
Nah. Stay on hand.
Okay.
Like 5.
5 points?
Happens. Yeah.
Okay. She sits up, looks at the two of you, and lets out a gasp and a scream.
Remy holds up her hands like, I didn't do anything.
And he's like, calm down. Are you okay?
Who are you? Why are
Princess-
you here? You shouldn't be here. Oh my gosh, are you with that other wretched tiefling?
Princess, what ailment has befallen you?
Princess?
Are you not a princess?
Found your shoe.
You're in a tower.
My shoe? The tower is... This is the Phoenix Tower. Of course I'm... And she looks around, looks at the door. Remind me, Lysandra,
Yes.
do you have the key with you?
Yes.
Okay. I need to get the gods. That's what I need to do. I was assaulted, and that cannot stand. Yes, your princess was assaulted by a fiend.
Oh my goodness! We must stop this fiend!
The fiend is just beyond those doors.
Tell
The
me,
locked
princess.
doors, I might add.
How do we access this fiend? I'm gonna run up to the door. Fiendness. This is so exciting. I'm actually in a fairy tale. Oh my goodness.
The door is locked. The barkeep, the princess, stands and brushes out her skirts, takes her shoes from you. Thank you. I don't know how... Goodness, everything is... So blurry. Gods.
Do you need? Oh, we left some water out. We were gonna drink some, and then no one was around, so we got worried. Do you need some water? I'll go get you some water.
Maybe you go downstairs, get water. We get the.
Yes, I think that's an excellent idea. I think I remember the two of you. You checked in earlier, right?
Yes.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Be careful down the stairs.
She does not put
Is
her
it okay if we break this?
I'm not sure that you can. It is quite spelled, and then behind it is a temporal portal that takes you to a different plane.
Well, I've broken into portals with the axe before, so maybe it's not so different. And again, that portal was inside a treasure chest that was not really a chest and held an evil demon inside, I think.
She just tilts her head to the side, looking at you. Mouth kind of slightly ajar.
Well, it doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah.
Right. No, it doesn't.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run as fast as I can back to my room so I can grab my great axe and run back.
Okay.
Bring my warhammer.
Oh,
I will.
no.
I'll also bring the warhammer.
All right, Remy. Intelligence saving throw to make it there and back.
We're not good at those. But Remy, I believe in Remy. I believe in Remy. I don't believe in Remy. I'm gonna.
Never believed.
It's funnier to use an inspiration here or just let it ride. I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Okay.
I feel like this is a little bit important enough to use an inspiration. Just one though. What was it again? Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That was even worse.
Cool. Yeah.
We are the guards now. I'm gonna be clanking around the inn with two giant ass weapons.
You
Annie!
you don't make it back to Ani. That's true. Yeah.
Ani's
Ani,
just staring at a door with her fist raised, waiting.
you're standing there alone, waiting for Remiel, with all the faith that Remiel will find you. The very flustered,
I am learning very quickly that goats do not have a good sense of direction.
the barkeep does descend the stairs after kind of gaining hold of her senses. She can't describe said fiend that attacked her, so you think it might be a generic term, kind of like a sodding witless worm was back in Shakespeare's day. You know, I think I need to. I could get that water and find I need to find my key and the gods. I think I don't honestly remember.
I can at least find my way back to the bar, right? I've been there a few times.
You do. And as you get there, there's a halfling there. That's your friend. And you recognize him. And he's like, oh!
It's my Nomi!
And he gives you the hat.
This was for me?
He made it. Well, not really. He didn't make it. But it's for you. And you get distracted.
Oh my goodness.
Very distracted.
I was looking at this hat. I was wondering who it belonged to, and it was mine all along. I've never gotten a present before.
He's uncomfortable by your intense display of emotions, but is happy regardless. Yeah, and then he asks if you would like some orange juice, kind of ignoring the fact that you're carrying around two very large weapons.
Oh, actually, orange juice would be lovely. I just woke up from a nightmare.
Yeah, you sit down, He helps you get the hat on. Little propeller spins perfectly in the center of your horns.
I think I can learn how to fly with this.
I think you can too.
Oh.
And with your 8 intelligence save, you get pretty lost. Meanwhile, Ani is waiting. And we're going to meanwhile from the two of you for a moment. And we're going to slide over to Sin. Make a perception check.
$15.
There are 2 options for the baths, and there is a bathhouse behind the silken pillow that has huge pools to soak in, much like an onsen. Or there is the option of a more intimate tub in your bedchambers.
The intimate tub.
Relaxing in your room, lanterns lit, things seem calm, well and truly settled for the evening. Until there is a knock at your door.
I ignore it.
There's a faint sound like scratching on wood. Happens once, twice, and several other times. You continue to try to ignore it.
Yeah, I'm butt-ass naked.
Okay. After some time, the scratching finally fades. Your bath finishes up, and your room still seems calm and serene. Anything else for you this night?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would go to Seti's room.
Okay. You knock on the door. Sylas, are you and Seti drinking there or in your room? Okay, then we'll meanwhile right there, and we'll cut over to Miss Lysandra, and then when Yami gets back, we'll continue the scene. Lysandra, make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this for our love making?
Mm-hmm.
Good shit. Rock that bitch's world.
Natural 20. It's incredible. And you don't manage, to throw out your back or anything crazy like that. You've never experienced flight and passion at the same time. Now you have. Quite the experience.
I also used my horns in a manner I've never used them before.
Amazing.
Jesus Christ.
I love that for you. Truly.
No comment.
They are ribbed for her pleasure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hang on.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Well,
Didn't expect that nat 20, did you?
I did not, but Lysandra, it's a great time. And I'm blushing. There's... Yep. It's idyllic. I mean, the entire realm is like summer and spring in bloom. The scents, the glades, the little birds, the ambient sunlight that's just the perfect temperature, the pools that look like liquid silver. It's incredible. It's a whole experience. Like a theme park. Almost. It is purposefully displayed and done in such a way. And the Phoenix is very talented. Roll a d12.
Period. 9.
Over the next several hours, with your natural 20, that's how many times you go the rounds, and you end up the last man standing.
That's that good shit right there.
I will.
The Phoenix invites you to stay, to rest.
Okay.
What do you do?
Alright, well, as much as I would love to stay and maybe possibly go for a few more rounds, if I'm being entirely honest, I'm afraid I've got to return the keys. You know, she let me borrow them, so I've got to, you know, I can't let her go without the keys. And she was pretty drunk. I don't know if she's going through something. So
Make a deception. One last time.
let's fucking go. I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna re-roll. Not a fan of that. I'm gonna re-roll one more time. There we go.
Okay. The Phoenix believes you.
But you know what? You know what? If I fall asleep, you'll remind her to get the keys that she let me borrow them.
Of course.
And I suppose I could just stay for a little while. And she'll lay down. And she will, big spoon the Phoenix.
Okay. Alrighty. Sylas, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you and Seti
Please.
drinking in... Sorry, what?
No, I was gonna ask if we could have conversation after that, but
Oh, you wanna
Like,
speak with the
next
Phoenix, even though you rocked their world and they're exhausted?
yeah.
Yeah, go for it. We can do that, and then I'll jump back over to Sin and Sylas.
You want to handle that in your chat real quick, though? There we go. Perfect. I was like, no.
Get out of here!
Get the fuck out. I'm overprotective. I like notice things so quickly. Just imagine Lysandra is like, does the Phoenix have long hair?
Mm-hmm.
She's like stroking the Phoenix's hair like by their forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, this was a lovely time. I'd love to do this again sometime. I don't know, it might be a little too soon, but I'm rather fond of you.
The Phoenix simply chuckles.
I'm going to take that as you saying that, yes, I am invited here anytime I wish. I mean, seeing as you've, you know, gotten off about 1,000,000 times by now, I'd love to say that I'm welcome again, right? Yeah?
I might make an exception for you.
And, should I ask you to maybe possibly leave this wonderful, it is wonderful, place to maybe accompany me in the open world? Maybe join me for an adventure or two. Would you consider that as well?
I'm far too delicate to be off adventuring.
Lovely. We just went 9 rounds, and I did not break you. I don't think you're that delicate.
The Phoenix turns in your arms, gives you a very sweet smile, plants a kiss on the side of your mouth. I don't adventure.
Well, what if someday me, the person who just, you know, stuck my horns where the sun don't shine, and you loved it, by the way, needs protection from those who wish to do me harm?
The Phoenix turns in your arms, gives you a very sweet smile, plants a kiss on the side of your mouth. I don't adventure. Well, what if someday me, the person who just, you know, stuck my horns where the sun don't shine, and you loved it, by the way, needs protection from those who wish to do me harm? Phoenix kind of lifts a brow. You do realize I'm a hired lover, right?
You wouldn't have to be if you were with me.
Oh. And they caress your face, twirl their fingers through your hair. I'm happy to make love anytime. But the messes you get yourself into, those are your responsibility.
You see, I'm happy to take no for an answer. But should I call on you, I want you to think, and think very hard about the 9 times that you just, and consider the fact that you will never experience anything like this ever again if I'm to die.
Yeah,
So
that is pretty convincing. You did critical on your constitution. You were fantastic. The Phoenix. Mhm. They pluck a feather from their wing. Short and golden and red. They tuck it into your hair.
I will take that as an I'm assuming that's also an exception that you would offer me your protection. Thank you.
At least once.
Now, I would like to ask you to rest up in case we find the time to maybe possibly get lost in each other again. But again, if this wonderful barkeep comes back, I know she was, like I said, she was in a state. I mean, I think she was tripping over herself. She's probably, I hope she's okay. What if she hit her head or maybe possibly fainted?
Holy fuck.
I'm worried, but when she comes back in, just remind her that her keys are with me, that she let me borrow them. I might fall asleep. You were such a lovely treat, and you smell delicious. Have I mentioned that? You smell gorgeous.
The Phoenix starts kissing you again.
That's a good ship. All right, that's all I needed to do. Smooth tongue right there. No pun intended.
All right. That being said, then we slide over to Sylas and Sin.
It's outside.
Sylas, did you drink in Seti's room? Where'd you take Seti to go have drinks and be depressed?
Yeah, probably back up to the room after getting the wine.
Okay. There is a knock at the door.
Oh, Sylas will, I'd say that he probably did this already because this is usually how he does shit. So he'll have his unseen servant, open up the door.
It's Sin.
Yo.
Oh. Hi.
I'm staying in here tonight, and y'all drinking?
We are indeed drinking.
Shit, say less. I'm moving to the room.
Right. Would you like wine, Sin?
Shit, whatever you got, I'll take whatever.
Right. And yeah, he'll pour Sin a glass of wine.
He smells it. What kind? What we got going on here?
Yo, when did he? Is he from Chicago now?
I guess so. Shit.
Right. Well, what you have here is. I'm just gonna make up a wine. And this is what we call Everclear.
Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yes, it's a very dry wine. It's one of my favorite, actually.
As long as it gets me drunk, it does the job.
Say less. I feel that.
I have
See,
a-
that's where you're wrong. You should try to savor the taste. Like, don't swallow it immediately. Just
is that
swirl it around.
is that what you tell everyone, Sylas?
Huh?
Never mind. Whoa.
Oh.
We're friends now, so I'm going to tease you.
Right.
Said he sniffs
no,
their
no.
cup, swirls it, takes a sip.
How's it? After savoring the taste.
It is well, more flavorful. And said he kind of glances with their mostly gone vision at Sin, who's just like gargling, like his third glass.
Yeah, you never want to be like him when you're drinking wine. Honestly, Sin, I should cast a fireball on you right now for disrespecting my vintage the way you are. That's
I can share this, and he pulls out some potato ass fucking potato ass. That's the
The
that's the
dwarven.
vodka, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll share this.
Gods no.
Didn't you get that from the crypts we met in?
Yeah, it was fucking bomb.
If you say so. It said he will hold out their cup. They hold it out just a little bit too far.
To me? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'll pour some in there into Seti's cup.
Said he'll do the same, like sniff, make a little ooh, face, and then take a sip, and then, oh, that is very warm.
Put some hair on your chest.
No, thank you. I don't need that.
Wow. Right. Well, I'm not trying that. You can store that away back in your bag.
I mean, are you sure? Like,
Only chilled wine here, Sin. Not savages.
Said he just
God.
kind of chuckles. Oh, we're not savages. We just kill hags like badasses.
I feel like I have wine in my pouch too. It was like tequila, vodka. Fuck, I gotta look at my notes.
Why you got so much fucking alcohol?
That whole thing, I
alcoholic, what do you mean?
scavenged that place. I took everything.
Jesus Christ, dude. Right. Well, Sin, how's your night been?
Oh, I was washing my ass and I freaking heard the knocking again, man. I really don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't like this place. But, you know, honestly, Sadie, thanks for letting me stay in here with you.
You're welcome. The thing
The
about
knocking.
hags is they harass. And they have our scent now. I'm sorry, part of that is my fault.
I do have wine. Okay, I'll pull out some of the wine I took from back there too. How about this?
Is it warm?
Sticks it in a bucket of ice.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, thank you, Sin, for adding to the alcohol and the hangover that I'm going to have in the morning.
Yeah, you know, if you ever need any more, I got, you know, plenty of it, even though, you know, I'm kind of greedy with it, you feel me?
I try not to partake too often. This is a somewhat special night for alcoholism.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why?
Because Sadie decided to psychoanalyze me.
Psycho what you?
Sorry.
We had a very invigorating conversation.
Like, y'all did, like, nasty things or, like, What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
No. Oh, why are y'all such perverts? No. No, we did not. Seti, we just spoke about our personal lives. First, it was swirling wine around the tongue as if it's semen. Right? That was the crux of your joke, wasn't it, Seti?
Oh,
Just sipping the potato piss.
Right. Now you're asking if we had sex. You guys are something else.
Sin's just looking back and forth between the Seti and Sylas, like, oh god.
Nothing.
What do you mean?
Nothing happened. But speaking, do either of you know where Lysandra is?
Lysandra. Oh, you know, now Sylas is looking away like awkward.
Would y'all hear the banging around of me carrying two big ass weapons as I'm running back to the bar?
Roll perceptions, two of you.
25.
Yeah, you'll hear it. Lynd'ir, roll from your room as well.
That will be a 4 + 1 for 5.
You do not hear it.
He is predisposed.
Yeah, Seti, what saves you from the awkwardness is hearing the distinct sound of tippy-tap hooves. And then across from you, there is a door that opens. Remiel's slight panic, ah! And then ka-chunk, 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 slam the door. Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Well, I don't think that's Lysandra. It might be Remiel.
Do we need to go make sure everything is alright, or...?
I'm sure they're fine. She'd probably scream if she was in danger.
Sin, what'd you get on your perception check?
I got a 26.
So you also hear that. Do you think Remiel is alright, for real?
Yeah, I don't see the problem. He's just sitting there drinking.
Okay. Seti, well, it just sounded like Remiel is getting ready for some kind of... Well,
If it would make you feel better, and Sylas will stand, although he'll like stumble a little bit and then catch himself on the chair. Just give me 1 second, and he will have the door open again, and he'll like stumble out to the hallway. Remiel,
Ah!
can you tell me what it is you're doing, sprinting through the hallway with weaponry?
We found an injured princess in a tower, and now we gotta break down a door.
An injured princess, you say?
In a tower.
In a tower? Like
And now we gotta break down the door.
a tower inside of this building or outside?
Oh!
Huh?
Somewhere close.
Are you drunk as well?
What? No, I only had water.
Okay, this door that you're attempting to break down, is it inside of this building or is it outside of this building?
It's on top of the tower.
Right, and is a tower inside of this building or outside this building?
I cannot recall.
Okay, well, good luck, friend. He's gonna
Thank
go
you.
back inside. Yeah, she's fine.
Seti is like, alright, that's good. I worry about Remiel. Especially on this adventure.
Well, you tend
Hi,
to
I'm doing
learn about a
great.
lot of people, it seems.
People are all
True.
that matter in the world. The good ones, at least.
Yeah, true. Honestly,
He'll just hum, take another sip of wine.
Sin,
Right,
are
well.
you Lynd'ir's close friend?
I don't know. I mean, I can say we're pretty cool. I mean, the dude saved me and helped me through a couple things.
Makes Seti nod. And then their mostly blind eyes turn to kind of give you a side glance, Sylas. You are saying, sorry?
Oh, no, he had zoned out a little bit, staring into his wine glass. I was going to say that I think I'm actually going to turn in for the night, so, try not to finish off my bottle, please, and I wish the two of you sweet dreams. You'll stand.
You want to take one for the road?
No, it's fine. I'm quite sloshed as it is. I'm starting to see double, and that's not good.
Are you sure?
I am not one to fall for. Okay, maybe one glass.
Listen, will pour one more glass for Sylas.
Okay. And then Sylas, you head back to your room.
Yeah, he's gonna head back and write moodily into his journal for 20 minutes before he goes to sleep.
It's going to be unfucking readable.
Tonight, I drank wine with Seti, and they're kind of pretty. And then
mean, they
fucking
are.
Finn had to come inside and fuck it all up, cockblock.
Meanwhile, Lynd'ir.
Hi, that's me.
What are you getting up to? Do you also need to make a Constitution saving throw?
Probably not. I think he got distracted by the. After they got interrupted. So I think it's more along the lines of he's just like, well, that's a little awkward thinking. Well, maybe I don't know. Now I feel weird. Like, what if they're watching? Ew. I don't want hags watching us be intimate. That's gross. Like, he's really disappointed by the idea. Like, what if they already did? Oh, that's terrible. Did you see them? Oh. All right, I'm not gonna think about it. Nope.
Valexica allows you your stress. Simply a quiet support, pouring you something to drink, getting you a couple of cookies.
Yes, I love cookies.
And then Valexica, he gets ready for bed. He says, I am not so worried about being watched. But I understand.
You're not?
Of course not. This is my profession, Lynd'ir.
I suppose that's true.
I mean, it was.
That's true. More true. Even. Actually.
So the plan is in the morning to head to Grimstone.
Right. So we actually should get some rest as much as I would actually rather continue. We should get rest. You're right.
I've heard a lot of rumors about that place.
Like what?
It's not one you want to go to.
Well, no, we don't want to go there. It's more of I think we need to go there. Anything specific other than it's not a place we want to go?
heard rumors that it's both haunted and a hideout for Black Mask and Zentarum thieves.
Oh, well, I mean, we already said we'd go. And there are possibly more than one child. So children, plural. This is his one drink talking because his constitution is not high. So we have to go save the children. Damn it. Damn children getting themselves kidnapped. I mean, it's the right thing to do, so that's what we're going to do. I just hope we don't die in the process. I didn't live through months of being kept as a bird in a cage to be killed while saving children.
Come to bed.
Okay.
He just helps you. Tucks you in. And then he downs his 7th glass. He turns out the
Alexka,
lantern.
am I pathetic?
No. Not at all.
Are you sure?
Let me hold you.
You're not just saying that because I'm pretty.
You are very pretty. But no. You have the heart of a lion. And the morals of a nun. Though, you do like very naughty things. He just kind of taps your nose, just being playful.
Well, that's more fun that way.
Yeah, he turns off the lantern, cuddles underneath the heavy duvet, and then pulls you against him so that you're laying on his chest. Just try to get some sleep. Tomorrow it is a long way to Grimstone.
Okay. We have to whisper now because the lights are out.
Okay, we can whisper because the lights are out.
He is so fucked up. He's absolutely fucked up.
You hear, like, another set of... Well, you don't. Valexka is, like, kind of sits up. And when Valexka sits up, this time you hear the ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. As this is about the 4th time Remiel has doubled back in the looking for the tower. And then ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Are they racing in the hole? Oh, sorry. Are they racing in the hole?
I don't know. But try to get some sleep. The door is locked.
Okay.
Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
I can't sleep like this.
Wow. Would you like me to go take a look?
No. Because you're really comfy.
Okay. Right. Then close your eyes and try to sleep.
Okay. Tries again.
It happens another time. But
God damn it.
soon, if you ignore it, soon the alcohol closes your eyes for the night, and you drift into a mostly peaceful sleep.
Great. Fantastic.
Wisdom saving throw, Lynd'ir.
Oh no. Wisdom saving throw. Oh. I have no bonus for that. Straight roll. Let's go. That's a 10. Could be either way. Right down the middle.
Your dreams are unpleasant.
Sad.
But
That's fair though.
You do rest well beyond waking once from a nightmare. Meanwhile, Ani, you're still standing outside of the door, and we time skip. It has been 3 hours. I assume Sin and Seti are now neck and neck, probably gambling and very shit-faced.
Hell yeah!
But you have been waiting for Remiel.
What?
How many bottles do you went through when she sang 99 bottles of beer on the wall?
In 3 hours, probably all of
Yeah.
them.
She starts again.
You finally hear click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. It is the 4th hour. At this point, you might not get a full night's rest, but Remiel makes an appearance. The sun is waking.
Ow.
It's actually really hard to find this tower. I think it's hidden or something.
Remy,
Where did you get the hat, Remy? Did you steal it?
No! My Nomi gave it to me. It was for me all along.
did spend
Why
an
you were gone
hour
for so long?
and a half talking to the halfling.
He had so much to say. We caught up on the past 2 days.
I've been sitting here for hours.
Yeah. But I got your hammer.
Okay.
So now we can break down the door. Where did
Alright, you
the
go
princess
first.
go? Okay, I go first.
Princess went to get water and never.
Oh. Well, that's okay. Maybe she found somewhere safe to hide, as princesses do, unless she got kidnapped again, as princesses also do. But right now, something about a fiend in the room. So I think that's more important. Maybe? What's more important, Annie?
Nap. Asleep.
You can take a nap, and then I will break down the door, and then maybe find the princess.
Okay. Wake me up if you need help.
Okie
Just
dokie.
gonna sit on the ground and put her head against the wall and take a nap.
Wow, okay. Athletics, please, Remy.
Oh, I'm good at those, actually. $17. I'll take it.
Okay. The door shudders as you strike it, but it does not immediately break. Lysandra, make a perception check, please. A 16, you awake to the sound of a hammering. One mighty thwack.
She is the phoenix awake?
Phoenix is not awake, did not roll high.
She's gonna get up. And she's gonna stand in front of the phoenix as though she's protecting the phoenix.
That's crazy work.
Okay, roll on athletics again, Remy.
Word. Oh no! Wait, no, I'm gonna use inspiration on that one. $19.
Okay. You hear that mighty, smashing again. The door starts to chip. Roll a perception check, Remy. Just Remy.
I'm bad at these. 10.
Okay, you don't hear it. Roll another athletics.
Sig. 20.
Okay. You begin to actually break the door. Make another perception check. Lysandra, it seems like whatever or whoever it is trying to bust down the door.
17.
It's a very solid break in the door now. The portal, you can see shimmering gold and blue magic, Remy, just spilling out and filtering through the crack you've made in the door with your axe.
Can Lysandra time her opening the door with hearing hearing Remy's steps charge forward?
So you want to just open the door so Remy stumbles in?
More like busts their ass, yeah. Because she doesn't know that it's Remy, so she's planning to, obviously attack them.
Gotcha.
After they fall in.
Gotcha. You can hold an action, yes, for when the door busts open.
Oh, no. What I'm saying is she's going to open the door so that way the force of trying to knock it down will make
Oh, gotcha. So
the person trying to come in fall.
So Remy does stumble. Okay. Remy, make another athletics check. And Lysandra, you are going to roll a sleight of hand for me.
Okay.
Not 20.
Damn, for 26. And then a 24. Okay.
Goddamn, you gotta come in and bust your ass.
So you...
What are you talking about? I'm a great athlete.
You
I'm
do
not gonna fall.
open the door. However, Remiel hits it so hard that the door becomes stuck not only on their axe, but actually you didn't fumble, so it doesn't get stuck on your horn. Remy does a full front flip with the door and manages with a natural 20 not to stumble. And this door is now acting kind of as a shield on the whole axe. But I would say with a 24, Lysandra, you are not seen at all by Remy.
She'd be able to see Remiel's tail or some shit to let her know that it's Remiel, right?
Oh yes, and you also see Ani snoozing.
Lysandra is going to literally facepalm. What in God's fucking name are you doing here, Remiel?
Blink, blink, blink. Like the anime blink, blink sound when she blinks. Looks around the door to see Lysandra. Her expression doesn't change, but that is unusual for Remy with people she knows. So she's like, oh, I take it you're the fiend.
Harry Potter.
She does not sound surprised.
If we mean sexually, sure. What? Why fiend?
At that
You attack
same
Say something
moment,
about-
there are 30 guards that come filing in that Remy did not hear sneaking up the steps. Swords
Even with my
drawn,
17?
axes out.
That's fair.
They say your 17 would have heard them, but we did the door opening at
That's
the
fair
same
enough.
moment. So
That's fair enough. Carry on.
they pour in. Ani, you are shook awake. Manacles are thrown on you. They all pour in.
What?
The Phoenix is like, what the fuck? The Phoenix is arrested. Drop your weapons. You're under arrest.
The Phoenix is arrested?
Yes.
What the fuck?
All of you are arrested.
Whoa, hold on.
Ani's cuddling her.
We're under investigation. All of you will come down to the precinct with us. Drop your weapons or face the ultimate discipline.
I'm sorry. Last I checked, we were told what we, had done before we get arrested. I don't think you can just take us and then tell us what we're being arrested for. So I and my lovely Phoenix friend here, and maybe possibly this lovely tiefling Remiel, are staying until you explain to us exactly what we're in.
One of you is being charged with assault. And until we get to the bottom of it, all of you will come with us. If you resist arrest now, we will charge you with resisting arrest and obstructing justice.
Okay, well, here we go. Assaulting.
Oh, they're
No,
racist.
I'm very confused. This lovely phoenix, beautiful, mouth-watering.
I put Remiel's current expression in the Fallen Throne chat.
LOL. This beautiful, lovely, mouth-watering phoenix here works here. So I highly doubt that she is going to assault someone at her place of work. And if she did,
They're gonna
probably
manacle
deserve
you,
it.
even though you keep talking.
Fuck is a manacle me?
Mm-hmm.
It's old style cuffs.
Yeah.
And
And
can I roll a hand? Because she gonna slit the fuck out of them hoes.
there are 30 of them,
Okay.
and they are all in armor.
I'm not gonna fight them. I just want to smooth talk them.
You don't know that you can.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can
Sleight of hand.
you can try. Ani, you're arrested.
What the fuck?
Remiel, you're
After
arrested.
22.
Yeah, she's standing there.
Ma'am,
and,
you need to
like,
put the door down.
drops the door with a heavy thunk.
22.
Okay, you do manage to like sidestep and segue, and
No. I want to like slip out the cuffs and like hold them and dangle them in front of his face.
okay. There are a lot of weapons aimed your way.
Listen, there's.
You
no
are
need
under
for us to
arrest
listen.
until
No,
further
that's fine.
notice.
Can I ask to help investigate, depending on who was assaulted? It wasn't anybody that I know. Nobody mentioned knowing me, correct?
He,
I've got a lot of
he
friends
takes
here.
the manacles that you're dangling.
Jesus, I'll do it myself.
He watches you manacle yourself.
There you go. Now, can you please let me know if any one of my friends were assaulted? Because I would very much like to find who did it and assault them back in a way that wouldn't get me arrested, of course.
Does this have anything to do with the hurt princess?
They escort all 4 of you straight to jail. And that's our first meanwhile. We'll be right back after these PP messages.
Oh, just have.
PP!
All right, everybody, hit that long rest button.
Yay!
Even those of you that spend the last couple of hours in processing and being questioned. The 3 of you that are at the jail, I need you to roll a group persuasion. Everyone else, I need you to roll a group perception.
Let's fucking go. 20. That's 7.
Not 20. Let's go.
Holy moly.
Let's see. You said for those of us still at the inn, a perception?
Yep, group perception.
Group perception.
Yep, Mimi, will you add up the persuasions from the 3 of you?
I can, yes.
Thank you. And then, Taco, will you add up the perceptions from the rest of the group?
$61.
Okay. Yami, for some reason your rolls are not showing up in roll 20.
You needed me to roll?
Yeah, group perception.
Oh, okay. Hold on. 12.
43.
Okay. 43 for the group that's at the inn. You don't really notice that the Oni and the 2 tieflings are gone. However, the Oni and the 2 tieflings, after another 3 hours at the precinct and getting questioned, you're let off. Slap on the wrist. It is indeed.
I just want to.
It is indeed the princess or the bartender. There is not enough evidence to hold you, but you are given a stiff warning about destruction of property, regardless of what you think. They recommend the next time, instead of causing property damage, you come to the guardhouse.
Well, that's what the princess did, and we're trying to save. There was a fiend?
We
Oh,
explicitly asked to break down the door and were told yes.
yes?
They don't charge you for destruction of property. But
But also, Remy would throw Lysandra under the bus and be like, by the way, I do think that she was a fiend that they were talking about.
I was definitely a sexual fiend. You can ask my lovely
No.
beautiful mouth
No.
Phoenix.
No.
Well, okay.
Different kind of fiend.
Clearly, you've got a bone to pick with me, so you let me know why the fuck you would think I'm a fiend, despite literally everything we've done together.
Well, you have not done anything for me. You're actually quite mean. Some would even say a bitch.
I mean, but hear me out.
No.
For you has nothing to do whether or not I'd be a fiend who's willing to assault somebody in order to do what exactly?
I don't know. I don't know your motivations. I don't even know why you're so mean.
Some would say I'm kind considering the lives that I've helped save, but I will allow you to keep your opinion of me. It's not my job to stronghold you into a different one. It is only my job to live as I see fit. And so if you should choose to change your opinion of me later, then that is lovely. I just wanted to know what made you think that I would possibly do something like that. And then I can see now that it's your bias. That's okay.
Well, you were the only person in the room besides, I'm guessing, the Phoenix. And the
Yes.
lady did mention, and you even admitted that you were having sex with the Phoenix.
Yes, that's what patrons do.
Okay, but that's what the princess mentioned when we woke her up.
The fact that you are still considering her a princess is a little astonishing, but it definitely does speak to why you might have this misconception about what happened. I have no idea.
Okay, then
I can
why
tell
did
you
she
that if you mean
feel-
the barkeep, she gave me the keys because I am a patron to come speak with, eventually, and sleep with this lovely Phoenix here. And when I left her, she was, a little bit tripping over herself because we'd had a few drinks, but outside of that...
That doesn't sound very responsible.
Well, not everybody is, the pinnacle of, existence where we are, flawed beings, and I am a horny being, so sorry I got lost for a few hours in a Phoenix. That's the only thing I have to apologize for.
Okay, then why does she feel like something attacked her?
I am not sure. We would have to speak to her. We are adventurers. We can help her. You do know that, right?
I was trying to help her, and then I found you where she needed help.
And we promptly got arrested before we could speak with her. And again, this is a whorehouse, essentially, and I was participating. So, of course, you found me where the top prize is.
Well, why else would she call the guards if you were doing something so innocent?
Clearly, if she thought it was me for sure, she would have told them it was me. You said yourself she thinks she was assaulted. So she called the guards because she thought she was assaulted. Now, again, we can choose to go ask her anything else about what she might remember.
Okay, then let's ask her.
I'd love to help her with that. Now, let's go. She's gonna turn back to the Phoenix and just mouth, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, Phoenix is very confused. The guards don't actually have enough to hold you for very long. They do the typical "don't leave town while we investigate this."
Oh. That is... Oh.
But that's... Well, you have places to be, things to do, and children to save.
But we gotta... How...
I can offer to stay in everyone's stead. So that way, there is one person who can, if we are found guilty for doing something we obviously did not do. I can say I did not do. Clearly, Remiel is feeling strongly, so I can assume Remiel did not do.
Lysandra?
This Phoenix did not do. I'm just saying I will stay in everyone's stead. Yes.
Hey,
Yes, Remiel.
please? Shut up.
I'm offering something that will give them good faith. Something somebody who would not be considered a bitch would do. Anyways, does that suffice?
I don't trust you. So let's
I'm
just go talk to
sorry
the
for you.
barkeep and figure. Yeah, that's why. That's part of why. Anyway, let's go talk to the barkeep.
Barkeep, yes, the barkeep. Assuming, I mean, yes, that could be the only person we're talking about because there was only one person working. So yes.
Did I get my warhammer back?
When you leave the Queen's
My axe!
precinct, they'll give it back to you. And they'll tell you to keep it sheathed on the streets.
Thank
A
you.
hammer.
You're also directed to... Actually, I don't think the guards would even... No, you rolled really high on your persuasion. The barkeep is under their protection. So if you talk to the
makes sense.
barkeep, you talk to the barkeep with guards in the room.
Remy is okay with that.
Alright.
I said, however, you are free to go, but they suggest you stay in town. And that's up to you how you handle that.
I have
We're
a
not
question
gonna
for
follow
the
it.
guards.
Okay?
So I know I probably looked really suspicious considering I just broke down the door with my axe.
Yes.
Why did you arrest Ani? She was asleep on the floor.
Suspicious behavior.
For sleeping on the floor?
Could have been
Yeah,
drugged.
I'm starting to think that we are the best people to investigate.
I
No.
could have been drugged, and therefore you arrest me?
You nod.
What?
You can roll an insight if you'd like.
I'm
I would
also
like-
gonna roll an insight.
It's not a hard DC.
That's a nat 20.
14.
Because
Remy is very emotionally intelligent.
you all look like fiends, quote unquote.
Fair.
Because you
On the mayor's side.
fit a profile. I'm sorry. I don't know. They're medieval guards. I don't know. Not good at this.
Anyway. You guys have really low standards for arresting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You usually arrest everyone that could have possibly been drugged.
I was trying. I mean, I get why. I did have a door on my axe, and I was using my axe actively.
Regardless, it was a
but-
very incredibly suspicious situation. All of you match a description, and anything could have happened. Whether you were a danger
What was
to
the
yourself
description?
or others,
What was the description?
a fiend.
How
Arrest
do we
all
fit that
fiend-looking
description?
people?
You
How do we
are
fit that description?
you are of fiendish heritage, are you not?
No,
Then why
Oh.
do you have horns and hooves?
because I'm a tiefling.
My point
I
stands.
have no hooves.
Tieflings aren't fiends. Also, Annie doesn't have hooves. Annie's not even a tiefling.
My point still stands.
You just don't like people
Oh.
with horns?
If you continue to harass me, I will arrest you for harassing me.
That's illegal.
You've already
I have a
proven...
right.
He sighs. You've already proven your point. Get out. Don't
Okay,
leave
goodbye.
town.
We have children to save. Is that grounds enough to be able to leave town
Well, hopefully someone
as
else
individuals with
can save them
horns?
for you.
You've been doing a great job at that so far.
He sighs.
I'm going now.
There's a muscle that ticks in his jaw. And you
I'm
know
going.
that you are now his primary subject. His suspect, Remiel.
That's okay. She's cute enough to deal with it. She's going.
Just really. You will not sheathe her warhammer because that's not a thing.
Just put it on
Sheath
your
a
back.
hammer.
Put it on. Where do you carry it? On your back or your side?
Back.
Okay. Yeah. Guards are watching the three of you. I assume the three of you make your way back to the inn, or do you try to talk to the barkeep that is in protective custody?
Remy would love
mean-
to try and talk to the barkeep.
Yeah, like we were supposed to.
Is that what you want to do?
investigate.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, please.
Then you head back in to harass one of the captains who already is annoyed.
May we talk to the victim, please?
He takes you to the back room where the barkeep is. And you are asked to remove all your weapons.
Remy does so without us.
Lysandra didn't have any on her.
That is not.
She didn't take hers back.
Oh. Oh.
Ani? Do you give up your warhammer, Ani? Your weapons?
Better get that back the way.
Okay. You pile those in. You step in. The barkeep is looking at the three of you, but there's severe swelling in her face. And she's having a very, very difficult time even remembering who Ani and Remiel are.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Princess, are you okay?
She does not look well and put together. Before you start your questioning, meanwhile, everyone else is waking up, getting breakfast.
Fuck.
2 hours go by. You still haven't heard from Lysandra, Remiel, or Ani. So it's Sylas, Sin, and Lynd'ir with Seti just hanging out at breakfast. Packed up, ready to head out to Grimstone Manor.
Now that we're all through breakfast and packed up and ready to go to Grimstone Manor, is anyone else concerned we haven't seen any of the girls this morning? Do you think they're actually still asleep? Right, good conversation. I'll go knock on the door
I
of
was
the room.
I was muted. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Wait.
Taco, are you there? Sin.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
The two of them are so hungover, Lynd'ir. And so is Seti. All three of them are just like, ugh.
Yeah, I'd say that Sylas is definitely feeling it. He's probably just. I'd say that silence probably is actually accurate because he
It's
probably
all
would
of
not have
them just
responded.
being hungover.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's funny. Right, I will keep my statement of right, well, lovely conversation. I'm gonna go knock on some doors then. I'll be right back, I suppose.
You knock on Remy and Ani's door and it just opens and there's no one inside except the little egg.
Remy egg! On Remy. Hello? I will step all the way in. The leg? Oh, my cat just looked at me. She's like, yes, that's my name.
Some of their stuff is there. You could pack that up for them.
Huh. Well, wait, how heavy does this stuff look?
You might need some help.
Right. I'll at least pick up the egg in the blankets.
Mhm.
And I carry it back to the breakfast table where everyone else is.
Okay.
Well, Remiel and Ani are not in the room. a lot of this stuff is. I'm concerned though, because Remy doesn't tend to go far without her egg, holding the egg. I have no idea what room Lysandra was in, and I don't really want to go knocking on a bunch of strangers' doors. Oh, you know what? I can go downstairs and find out what room she was in. I think I'll do that. If if you're feeling up to it, maybe we could get Ani and Remiel's stuff out of their room for them, so at least they'll be ready to go when we find them.
Valeska looks at Sylas and Sin. Looks at Sylas and Sin again. I will go collect the things.
No, that wasn't... Sin, will you go with him, please? Come on, you're an alcoholic. You should be used to this.
You're right. He pulls out his flask and takes a drink.
Right.
Going.
He solves it with more alcohol. See, I knew you had it in you. And holding the egg, I will go downstairs to the front desk to ask about possibly what room Lysandra was
Okay, make a perception check.
13?
There's a rumor flying around the whole brothel this morning about 3 aggressive tieflings that were arrested. Apparently they were so horny they tried to assault the top earner.
Were they horny or were they horny? Tieflings that...
Exactly.
That's confusing. And that can't be our girls. We only have 2 tieflings. Ani is not a tiefling. Must not be ours. So yeah, at the front desk. Excuse me. Good morning.
Yep, they give you they because they recognize the name that was signed all together, and you paid, and etc. etc.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. When you get
right.
back upstairs to Lysandra's room, hasn't even been slept in.
Well, her room's completely empty.
Yep.
Oh no. Stands there for a minute. Go back downstairs. Someone that he overheard talking about the rumor was the front desk lady one of them?
No.
Okay, so someone else.
Just people are in the area.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, he'll go back to the breakfast table then.
Okay.
Sit down with the egg in his lap.
It's Sylas and Seti. Both of them are like Seti is just face down by their plate. Just
Seti, are you alright?
Gripping their cup of orange juice. All they manage is a grunt.
You know, we oh god.
Here,
Right.
it's just the start of the day. It's gonna be terrible if you're both actually... Maybe next time we have an important day ahead of us, perhaps you shouldn't drink yourself into this condition?
Perhaps you are right.
Your your cleric friend is a cleric, right?
Valexka, yes.
Yes, don't they have that divine magic that cures poisons? Or is that Paladin's Ani?
Well, luckily for you, I actually can help you myself.
Oh, well.
He'll reach over and touch both of them.
Okay.
Like, just touch them, like, their hands across the table and cast Lesser Restoration on each of them.
Okay. Instantly, the hangover is gone.
Right, you know, that helped with the headache, but it does not help me with the overwhelming depression and sadness.
You have to go through lots of years of therapy for that, sorry.
No, I know. I know. Okay, well, let's get up and do what we need to do, right?
Right. So what I was gonna say before I did that, though, is first of all, like I said, the girls weren't in. None of the girls were in any of their rooms like they were supposed to be. In fact, Lysandra doesn't look like she touched her room at all. And I heard this weird rumor downstairs that there were 3 tieflings arrested for being aggressive. And I know that Ani's not a tiefling, but people seem to mistake her one as all the time. So I'm worried that that might be our girls.
You're saying that we need to go pick them up from prison?
Possibly. We might need to swing by on our way out of town to see if that's where they're at.
All right. I mean, it sounds like a plan to me. Why not?
Right.
I'm going to go grab some things from upstairs, and I'll meet you guys outside of the building. Yes?
Right. Downstairs, out front. Will do.
Okay.
Seti straightens.
Ju-
Sylas, before you leave, do you happen to have any scarves? You look like a fancy scarf wearer in the winter. And Buddy's like, tell her I got a scarf if she wants one. It's little though. I wear it as a necktie when it's cold outside. But I'll let Seti borrow it.
Is that some sort of sexual innuendo, buddy, or do you actually have
Out of his
a
little tiny
scarf?
bag of holding, he pulls out a little Christmas sweater. No, I really
Oh,
got one. It's got like the bells and the lights and stuff. And
I'm afraid.
He, like-
I'm a bit on the defensive.
he kind of like balls it up like, you don't like my little scarf?
No, it's fine. It's a beautiful scarf, truly. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that I thought that you'd say that, I don't know, your pseudo dragon penis was long enough to wrap around your neck.
He's
Okay.
like, what? No, but that's a good one.
It's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, okay, I'll give this to Seti. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, maybe you can have like, I don't know, make it bigger. I'm sure there's a spell to do that, right?
I'm not wasting a spell slot on your Christmas
I will
sweater.
say, I mean, that's fine, your prerogative. But Sylas, I did some reading last night on the Grimstone Manor. I got a lot to tell you while we're outside.
Right, that's good. Wait, you did research.
Yeah, I mean, I was in our room and you went to go drink and I got a little bored.
You were reading my books.
No, I borrowed them from the library. I went for a little
Oh.
fly.
You went to the library. Did you pay for the books?
I did put them back early this morning. You know what was crazy too? Remiel was running the hallways all night. I saw her several times. And then I saw this lady that had a big old cut in her forehead, was freaking out. Anyways, I think she's hemorrhaging or something
Shut up.
on the inside.
Oh shit.
What? All right, that's not my business. Thank you, and yeah, no, we'll definitely speak about the manor later. Here, where exactly do you want this scarf to be, Seti?
Wanted to try to tie it around my eyes. I imagine it is probably grotesque to look.
I mean, I've gotten used to it. When you get drunk enough, things start to get all wibbly wobbly and a little bit scary. So I think I got the worst of it last night.
Oh, well, then I am completely confident.
I mean, I could still,
Please.
right. And
Thank you.
he'll wrap the sweater firmly around Seti's
It barely,
upper face.
it like barely fits just around the eyes because it is a little Christmas sweater. It jingles a little, but Buddy's like, proud of you. Making friends. Touches his little chest, touches your face. So proud of you. It's almost like a cat paw.
Buddy, you.
This is
Okay.
good. We're making friends. 2 loners making friends. It's important to have friendships. I like Seti a lot. I also like
That's-
Lynd'ir. Sin freaks me the fuck out because he's like, "Hello, I'm creepy," and then he's like, "You're a peasant." It's a little jarring.
Yeah. Well, there's some things about Sin that I'll need to tell you later on that.
And then
might be-
Lysandra thinks I'm a sex pest. And I'm kind of am for Lysandra a little bit. And I don't try to be, but I just really like her horns. They're well turned.
What do you think about Ani?
Oh, I could never talk to her. She's way out of my league.
You
What do you
think
mean?
so?
What the hell? Yes, she could cradle me like I was a sweet little baby king. Of course, way out of my league. But if she was a pseudo dragon, 100%. I'd be like, hey, princess, you want to go for a fly? I'll wiggle my eyebrows, shake my little tail. I'd pull out all the stops.
You're charming.
I learned it from the
Chris,
best. And he elbows you.
Yeah.
You and Daisy were a sight to see, my friend.
All right, Daisy. Yeah, we don't speak of.
Oh, sorry, double D. Wink.
Okay. I'm going upstairs. I'll see you all soon.
Right.
And we'll walk.
The whole time, Lynd'ir, every time
Yep.
Buddy speaks, it's like...
Yeah. I was just like, wow, he's got a lot to say this morning. Not that I understand any of it, but Seti, would you like assistance downstairs?
Please, thank you.
Of course.
I hope Lysandra is... well... And at that point, Sin, you're coming back with Ani's stuff, and I need you to roll in athletics.
14.
Bless.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I was muted. I'm so sorry.
Bless you. Sin, it's very heavy. You know Ani is a big woman, but god fucking damn. Her pack it hurts to carry.
It's weighted on purpose for like fitness reasons.
Yeah. And Valixka has Remiel's pack and then a couple of other things from the room. But
I'm not even carrying it. I'm dragging it on the ground behind me.
okay. the two of you come back as Sylas is descending, Lynd'ir standing there holding the egg, and the four of you meet up. Seti is on Lynd'ir's arm. Any roleplay before I meanwhile back to the conversation in the questioning room.
Just as we're going down to go outside, I'll just like pat Seti, like pat their hand as I've got them on my arm, and I'm like, I wouldn't worry about Lysandra if I were you. She's fully capable. I mean, as far as I know, she seems fully capable. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be worried. I'm a little bit more worried about Remiel, but she seems mostly capable, and Ani's pretty capable. I'm sure wherever the three of them are is fine. And then when we get down outside, right, someone help me. You know those like baby slings? Someone help me tie this egg to me. My arms are tired. I cannot carry it like this.
When you're outside,
until we find
Seti
them.
would say, Sin or Sylas, could either of you help Lynd'ir tie the egg? Please, I can't see very clearly in the sun.
I've a magical sack that could carry the egg.
I feel like Remiel wouldn't like it in... I don't know.
You do know
She-
that Remiel's not actually the egg's mother, right?
No, but she acts the part, and that's very good of her. So
Yeah,
I
but,
just want to take as good care of it as...
It's arguably more risky to carry it on your body than to put it in a magical bag.
I
Right,
agree.
well, what-
Perhaps we should explain that to Remiel. However, I also think we should wrap the egg while we are not in immediate danger. Maybe it needs to be warm, Sylas?
Sure. All right.
Put it underneath your shirt, Lynd'ir, so you actually look like you are carrying someone's baby. Valexka is like... like that makes him uncomfortable, but, you know.
I think you are just being, comedic.
Yes, I'm trying to make the best out of a very horrible situation. My face is super ugly now.
It won't be forever.
But they jingle, and they shake their head, and it's like ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. And Buddy's like, Christmas, favorite time of year.
Sylas will help tie the egg around.
Okay.
Excellent.
Just slide a hand with advantage. So anyway, Sylas, like I was saying, and you can tell your party, but I was reading. Apparently Grimstone has an underground entrance, which is safer than the top entrance because there's supposed to be Zentarum and some other crazy, like, black masks that work out of Apparently that's like a local history thing.
Is there any sort of map or?
Nah, the map that I
Anything about how
got
to
was
get to
kind of
the-
like, outdated. I mean, I took a look at it so I could help you find and sniff out traps and stuff like that, but shit's like 300 years old.
Okay, so we just have to find this underground entrance ourselves.
I think it's going to be the best way. But again, my intelligence isn't incredible. I just know enough I can read.
All right, understandable.
You're the smart
No,
one.
I mean, this is a good information. I'll use it. I'll use it wisely.
I mean, there also might be ghosts, but that's mostly a lot of rumors.
Ghosts. Right. You know, we can handle ghosts. It's no problem.
I mean, we've done it so far.
Yeah, amongst other things. Okay, well, let us go and see if the prison is where our friends are being harbored. And if they've actually done something heinous, do we just keep them there and continue on without them?
I'm sure whatever it was probably a misunderstanding. Remiel has a heart of gold. Literally, I'm sure. Matches her horns, I'm sure. Lysandra, while is a little rough around the edges, I mean, she hasn't proven to do anything truly evil yet. She's a little rough. And Ani is, I don't know, I believe Ani can do no wrong. But I also believe that about Remiel. So, he's like got a snack now. Sorry, I'm snacking. So yeah,
Yep.
I feel like whenever it's probably a misunderstanding if it's actually them. We'll just do what we can to get them out.
I admire the confidence that you can have in people that you've only known for a few days.
Actions speak louder than words, my friend, and I have seen a lot of good action.
Unhelpfully, but he's like, Lynd'ir did say he was pretty fucking old. Maybe he's just been around the block so many times, he's like super mind reader. Does he have detect thoughts? Ask him. Do you think he could detect thoughts about what Ani thinks about me? Do you think Ani would carry me? Oh my sweet heavens. If Ani would just hold me like a... she could pay my scales? Sylas.
I'm sure she would. I can ask for you once we find her.
He does a bunch of little tippy tappies on your shoulder.
Okay. Well, if you trust them, then I will do the same. Let's find out.
Seti's gonna grab onto you, Sin, while you're dragging the pack. Sin, you're going to escort me, okay?
You want some of this? And he offers the flask.
Takes a drink. Don't walk me into any poles, or I am going to pinch you.
Okay, I promise.
And just to test, like, they, like, pinch your side and kind of give it a little squeeze, and it's like, ah! It's like ticklish pain, causing you to, like, jerk, and it hurts because you're carrying such a heavy load. And you guys make your way. And then we, meanwhile, back to the questioning room, if you three are ready. You step in, the bartender looks rough.
And you
Need
said,
more
that-
healing?
Are we in the like room with the actual guard still, or did he like leave?
Yeah, there's a couple guards in here. There's 3.
Lysandra would look to them, and she would. Oh, sorry. Okay. I thought I was gonna have another hiccup. She would look back at the bartender. Have you guys not fed her, given her water? Clearly, has she seen anybody that can heal her? What's going on here?
The captain, one of the captains says,
the healer is not in town. So with what limited resources we've had, she has been fed and watered.
I can heal her.
The room is with the captain kind of eases up when you say that. There's like a relax. To describe the room, it is not your typical sterile room, right? There are couches and blankets, and there's a snack station where there's a percolator, percolating quick beans. The smell is very aromatic. There's also croissants and jelly. So it isn't a necessarily typical interrogation room. It's just a comfortable waiting room that they've left her in. She's got the equivalent of a medieval ice pack, which is just a wet, cold rag over one eye. So,
Yeah, if you can heal her, we would appreciate it.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
you're okay.
How would I have to?
You could lay on of hands. Let me look at your character sheet. Do you have any... I don't know if you have any spells.
I have cure wound.
You could cast that if you'd like.
Okay. That's what.
Okay, are you going to cast it at first level?
Yeah. I need to
Yep, roll 1d8 plus 4.
roll 10.
Okay. Watching the magic unfold, like the swelling goes down on her face. A lot of her focus returns. And she says, "Thank you. You are vaguely familiar. But I still can't seem to remember clearly what happened."
Can't help you there. All I know is I found you on the ground.
Captain is pleased. He says, "Feel free to ask your questions," with a lot less hostility after Ani's healed the bartender.
Can I? Roll for her case of.
Say that again?
And make like some type of thing she can put on her face for the swelling for like.
Yeah, you can make a medicine check.
Ooh. Ooh. Hello?
What'd you get? I didn't hear it if you said it, sorry.
Oh, you're good. My cat's playing on my 15.
Okay, so you basically take what the precinct has already given her and make it a little bit better.
Cool.
Thank you very much. The captain said you had questions for me. I'm very sorry.
Fine. Sammy has a potion.
I do have a potion. Wait. Oh, question. I don't have my bag anyway, so that makes sense. I understand. I don't even have my egg. My egg!
Panics.
I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay. Are you okay?
I am much better now that your friend has healed me, yes.
Oh, yay! That's great. Do you remember anything of what happened?
Okay, let me roll. I remember your faces. But the in-between is very blurry.
Do you have any recollection of when you might have I am not sure. I'm going off of Remiel, because Remiel confronted me while I was recovering from being in the throes with a lovely phoenix you introduced me to. Do you remember any times? Did you remember when anything might have happened? What was the last thing you remember?
Getting into work yesterday.
You don't remember anything. Do you know what time you went into work roughly? Was it light out still?
The sun was just setting.
Okay. Do you have a log that you keep for the guests? Or I mean, I understand that you guys aren't.
I've turned it in to the captain.
Pleasure house.
We take,
Okay.
we initial. We do checks throughout the evening.
No, I mean, like, I know you can't keep track of all your patrons that are, like, coming to the bar. They don't need to sign their names to get a drink. But for the pleasure part of it or anything like that, you would need to keep a log to know what time you were when, correct?
Correct. We also take checks on when we do a walkthrough of the whole building.
Wonderful. Okay, that hasn't helped you at all?
The captain says that they can mark where I was up to the hour of the wolf, and then it seems I didn't mark any logs. So I must
When
have
is the
run
hour
in.
of the wolf?
It's about midnight. I must have run into
Okay.
the assailant at that point.
Remy points at herself looking like a kicked puppy. Do I look like a fiend?
Sorry if that's the terminology I used. Winces. She is human.
Referred to Remy
You
was a
have-
fiend?
No, she's self-conscious because of how the guards treated them. Oh, you just mentioned that a fiend had attacked you and then we all got arrested.
I'm sorry, I have a question. This is just for my pride. You didn't happen to call us fiends because, we're tieflings. Did you? Not even all of us.
You're
But,
not
just curious.
all tieflings?
No, we're not all tieflings.
But you all have horns.
Yes, you know what? You didn't even need to answer my question for me to suddenly know the answer. So, clearly I think there is a bias here that might cloud things. Though I am still happy to help you should you accept help from people like us.
She looks at the guard and looks back at you in question as to what you mean.
Oh, I mean, just clearly, you are generalizing those of us with horns to be tieflings, and if tieflings, then also fiends. So I just want to make sure that you are okay with us trying to help you when you think so lowly of us, possibly.
I never said I thought lowly of anyone. But I'm very good at my job.
I imagine you are. You introduced me to the lovely Phoenix here.
I did.
Yes, so I'm familiar with how well you are at doing your job. The problem is, what made somebody assault you? Like, did you make anyone upset? Did you, I don't know, owe anybody anything? Anybody might want to hurt you for any reason?
Not that I can think of.
And while you didn't continue drinking last night after you introduced me to the Phoenix, or?
Drinking?
Yes, drinking.
I don't drink on the job.
I seem to recall you stumbling over yourself, and I made a comment about drinks.
She looks confused.
You specifically told me that you don't normally introduce anyone to the Phoenix without a payment of, I believe you asked for 500 gold coins, but that I was, as you said, special, she air quotes, special, and you allowed me to meet the Phoenix without paying you.
Okay, let me roll. she winces like she has a really large headache. And you can tell that you walking her through, she starts to kind of remember bits of the night. I wasn't drinking. That is the price. The Phoenix is a celestial. Very
She is.
few can afford even an audience.
Exactly my point as to why I assumed you were drinking. You called me special. And now you see why I'm offended to hear that you then called us fiends.
She's just blinking and like looking down at her lap, trying really hard to remember.
Could it have been that I maybe flustered you when I flirted and that's why you called me special? I'm sorry, maybe. Again, it's my pride. Can I roll a deception? Because she definitely did not flirt with me. I'm just trying to...
You can.
No fucking way. Alright, bro. I got 2 more. I'm gonna kill myself if I don't get it. In game. That's not good enough for me. My last one, and then it's pay to win, baby. Alright, it's pay to win, baby.
Alright, so I'm assuming you use the 12 because you can only roll 1 roll.
Yeah.
Okay. The captain of the guard with your 12 deception, he's scrutinizing you. And he's already asked, like, how the 3 of you know each other. You're traveling together. But he's on to you, Lysandra.
Hold on, sorry, I'm doing some.
I remember.
Who are we giving inspiration to? Lysandra. Sorry, child is grunting. I'm sorry, you're hearing that in the background. It's not me.
I'm going to roll a wisdom saving throw for the bartender. Okay.
I roll a strength and fucking knock them all out.
She's only got a 12, so she still hasn't remembered everything. But she's certain that she doesn't drink on the job. And I know that I don't work alone. She checks in with the halfling, who Remiel knows.
My Nomi.
Mm-hmm.
The Nomi was there? Oh yeah, the Nomi was there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you were... Okay, I remember. Sorry.
She does say, I apologize if I did indeed offend you, but I cannot remember exactly the entire night. But your faces are familiar. And then when she looks at you, Lysandra, there's curiosity. Like she's wondering, because with your 12 and her 12, she's wondering if you're lying as well. And you get the distinct feeling you might be... If she remembers, like while you're in here, you might get caught.
I mean, there's a risk for everything. We good. We chilling. Lysandra is going to... Did they take all of their belongings?
Just your weapons, really. Just to not have you be armed.
No, I'm because she had the keys.
Did you give the key to the Phoenix?
She had them. They were on the floor, so like they were, because remember they were sleeping on the floor. So I don't know if they would have like picked them up because the Phoenix was arrested too, or.
Yeah, let me make a roll. Beep. Actually, I'll have you roll. Roll just a flat D20.
D20. That's a 6.
Okay, evens? No, they do not have. They did not pick up the keys.
Okay, so the keys were they're just chilling in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
They were not relevant at
That's
the
a
time.
choice. Is the Phoenix with us?
No.
Is the question. The fuck? She gets a premium fucking jail cell?
Oh, kinda, yeah.
What the fuck? The one person that could actually help Lysandra out. Cause did she not? Sorry.
The baby.
Did the Phoenix not incite her and like press the fuck out of her? She did.
The Phoenix was questioned by the police, but as a group, you all rolled high enough persuasion for you to leave. I don't think the Phoenix would still be here.
No. I'm saying the Phoenix did that to Lysandra. So I'm saying that Lysandra would have been able to use her as a sort of a voucher.
Yeah, you would have technically already at this point when they questioned all of you.
Okay.
Like, you guys were literally free to go before this.
That is true.
Yeah, you
still are.
self-incriminating motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
It is what it is. So she's going to let's say figuratively light bulb lights up in her head.
Okay.
Should we maybe possibly call the Phoenix back here to see if maybe she heard something? I cannot quite recall what time it was that I went in to see the Phoenix. And I'm going to be honest, after the fun that we had, I'm not sure she will remember. But if we went in, she heard something during our endeavors, maybe she will be more help.
The captain will make note of that.
I hope you get caught.
Honestly, it would make some, like, for fun roleplay.
I hope you get caught.
Like, hello. I'm sitting here, like, giving all of the... Yeah, it is what it is.
There is
If you make me roll, it'd be more risky.
Right, but there is a knock at the door at this point. The captain of the guard is in the middle of telling you, Lysandra, we're going to handle the investigation. I just ask that none of any of you three leave before we can finish our investigation.
How long is that going to take?
As long as it takes. Perhaps
Okay,
until
well,
the young
if
miss
that-
here recovers her memory.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, if we are not to leave, I'm sure you guys are well aware of adventures and our endeavors. Maybe
You
possibly...
are always welcome to pay the 1,000 gold fine.
For what?
Exactly for what? You had no idea what I was about to... Excuse me?
If you are trying to leave the city during an open investigation, we will take a
No, my
compensation
love, I was
of 1,000
suggesting
gold
you
pieces.
investigate something much more dangerous. That involves kids' lives. Something that would be, useful to many more people.
I have an egg I need to take care of.
The door opens. Another guard says, Captain, there's a group of adventurers here to pick up their girls. They're looking for 2 tieflings and an oni. And the captain looks at Ani, looks way up. I see.
I'm a tiefling.
She gives a small smile and a wave.
Lysandra's a tiefling.
I am
Ani is...
Forgive me, those of devilish heritage. We, as meager cookie cutter humans, have a higher difficulty defining the differences.
Well, that's not, okay.
Horns are not a reliable indication.
What if
Have
they
we
were
learned this today?
cosmetic horns that I had put on a headband? I am losing faith in this investigation every day. Shall we?
He squints at you. Really hard, Lysandra, and I gotta make another roll for him. Please, dear God, roll well.
Can
Wait,
Remy...
what am I? Oh, you want me
I'm
to
rolling.
get caught?
I'm rolling. He got a 2. Fuck, okay.
That would have been
Remy,
funny.
Oh,
Remy
he's
wants
on
to
to you
run-
though, Lysandra. He's like a hair's breadth away from being able to fucking arrest you. Ah!
Remy wants to run out of the room because she is worried about her egg and wants to ask about the
Okay.
whereabouts of her egg because she was
Standing-
reminded about her egg.
Literally standing in the lobby, Lynd'ir, Sylas, Sin, Valexka, Seti.
Where's my egg?
It's strapped to Lynd'ir like
Oh.
a pregnant belly.
Remiel, here you go.
Lynd'ir, thank you. Oh my god, Eggy. I'm gonna check to see if the happy face is still intact.
It
I
is.
gotta delete. I gotta stop.
Oh, thank god. Thank god.
No, I was in the middle of typing something. I was like, let me not. Anyways.
Right, here, help me take this off and I'll give Eggy back to you. I made sure they were quite warm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We were discussing that maybe they would be safer. Sylas has a magic bag with a lot of space. They might be safer in there once we are actually traveling and on the road and might possibly get into danger. So
Is
just
it
something.
warm? Can it be swaddled?
I imagine you can swaddle it tightly, carefully, and then place it in the bag, right, Sylas?
I mean, when it's if the handy haversack is the same thing as a bag of holding as far as magic goes, then it would be frozen perpetually in time while inside. Although if it needed to breathe, then it would suffocate after 10 minutes, but an egg doesn't need to breathe.
Eggs do need to breathe.
Do they?
They're porous. They have air circulation. Then the baby can hatch.
Oh, alright, well, I'm not a fucking veterinarian. Yeah,
Never mind then.
Sorry, my animal autism came out.
Then,
Be careful.
Ani, do you step out?
Oh yeah, she stomps out.
Okay,
Takes her
as
Warhammer back.
she stomps
Throwing a
out,
tantrum.
on your shoulder, buddy. Oh, sorry, Christmas is playing, but it's playing for Buddy. He starts tippy tapping when he sees Ani looking at you, looking at Ani, looking at you, looking at Ani.
Ani.
Before you even say it. First they call me a thief, and they arrest us. Like, her, and now we can't fucking leave?
What do you mean we can't leave? We need to leave.
No, Lysandra, Remy and I can't. We're being investigation. Now we have to stay here. Investigation is finished. Because looking for lost, abducted kids isn't good enough reason for them to do that.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be entirely honest. I think we do have a little bit more importance in our adventures. So if we could, figure a way out to either speed up the investigation or simply just leave because we do have kids' lives on our shoulders, maybe we should just leave.
Let me go talk to them for just a moment. Just a moment. And he's already handed off the egg. He says, I'll be right back. And he will go inside.
The captain isn't far. He is discussing with you. Walk up as he's like, I didn't know that she was an Oni, and the other human is like, I didn't either, but I do hear that they're large. And he's just like, God. And as you approach, he's like, yes. How can I help you?
So sorry to trouble you. Thank you so kindly for taking care of our ladies. We are on an important mission from the mayor. You could speak to him yourself if you need, but I really need all three of them to be able to go with me to Grimstone Manor, as we are on our way en route presently to go save children who have been taken, some of them from your very city. And we can't wait. I mean, we would normally love to just cooperate and wait, but every moment that we wait, brings the children closer to danger. The only reason we waited last night is because we needed to recover our strength from a battle with several hags.
Roll a persuasion.
Excellent. I'm very good at this. Please. Yes. 16 plus. Hold on. 16 plus 11 for 27.
He takes a deep breath.
I mean, we will be coming back to report in to the mayor and returning said children, so
Then here's what we will
can
do.
check back in.
We will take a hold of 250 gold for each of them. When you return, you get your gold back. We finish our investigation. The bartender she was attacked.
I'm terribly sorry.
She was attacked in such a way that it was someone highly trained. They struck her just right that it would cause damage to her cranial area, according to the doctor that examined her this morning. Our chief magical healer in the city, hired by the county, is otherwise preoccupied. Thankfully, your Oni friend was able to assist.
Yes, Ani, she's quite delightful and always a good help. Very, very good. Interesting.
Last night, the bartender was able to give a brief description of her assailant. This morning, she remembers nothing.
Well, I certainly hope it wasn't any of our girls. I don't feel like it would be, but I understand your concerns
You
and
seem
your want to investigate.
like a trustworthy fellow, though you remind me vaguely of a wanted poster.
I'm sorry? I don't think we, even as a group, have enough gold to give you as a weird deposit, but I do have this cloak that is worth quite a bit of gold if you would like to hold on to it.
What is it?
It's a cloak of elven kind.
He takes a deep breath.
I only have 37 gold. I don't believe any of them have that kind of gold on them. But I am willing to give this up until we return. We're really just trying to go save these children, sir.
Roll another persuasion.
Right. Okay, that's a 13 plus 11 for 24.
Keep your cloak. If this is what I think it is, you'll need it.
Thank you.
He does the equivalent of getting your medieval fingerprint. And they captures a picture of you through illusion magic that they then transfer onto a page. They've done it with the 3 girls as well.
Does this mean I have a criminal record?
Technically, but it could be expunged.
Damn.
He looks back over at the rest of the party. He eyes Lysandra specifically. And he just gives you the look like, I'm watching you. Like, he's on to you. He hasn't beaten your DC yet, but he just doesn't trust you. Be off with you then.
Remy puts her
you.
hands on her hips, and I'm not
Meanwhile,
gonna...
Lysandra is literally already thinking about who the best magical healer is in this bitch, so she can fucking kill them so they can't heal her. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Remy is looking very sad as she's thinking about her future and is like, I just wanted to be a prince.
Huh? Right. I thank the captain again, and I kind of gesture and herd the party away before they get themselves in any more trouble.
Okay, you head out onto the road.
Annie's just angry the whole time.
Before we wrap up, Buddy does.
She doesn't look like she's in a good mood. Sylas, she looks like she's crazy mad, like she's ready to just kill people.
Sylas is going to approach Ani, just tap her calmly on the shoulder.
What is it, Sylas?
You know the best way to recover from being racially profiled in a prison by a human god?
Beat the shit out of somebody. Right.
No, cuddling a pseudo dragon. You should try it. Come here, buddy. And
He like
throw
tippy
Buddy
tappies up
at
the arm.
Ani.
Ani, do you take him?
Yeah, I take him.
As he flies through the air, this song plays.
This is insane.
Like right into your arms, slow motion. It gets better, just wait.
Why Christmas?
Oh, because the Christmas sweater.
He starts to purr.
Buddy the elf.
But yeah, he purrs. And it's a lot like holding a scaly cat. And he just like makes this like chirping and like rolling sound at Sylas. Sylas, he says,
You're my best friend I've ever had. It's amazing. Her hands are warm and they're large and soft.
Alright, don't choke her out with your sweater penis, buddy. Calm down, friend.
I don't have a sweater penis, jeez. Besides, Seti's got the sweater. Get your mind out of the gutter.
No, I'm sorry.
I know it's hard because you had double D.
Yeah, she's in the past now.
You're never gonna be able to forget her, my little friend.
Alright, little friend is crazy.
My big-brained, deep-grooved brain wizard friend. Yeah?
Handsome too. I'm very handsome.
So handsome. The most handsome fella. Second to only me.
I'll take it.
he just chuckles. He's obviously just playing with you. And as you're walking, Seti, still holding on to you, Sin, will occasionally sneak sips from the flask. Will ask, so did any of you actually attack someone? Or was that just people being, well, humans being humans? Not to be rude, but they tend to be very superstitious. And they, well, we know how they treat
very
people.
busy with a being.
Oh my
So
god,
no.
Lysandra.
How have you been?
I
Seti?
rolled a 21 insight.
On what the fuck? She has to admit she fucked the fucking phoenix.
Hey, no, you just said I was busy with a being, and Seti incited that, so has an inkling what busy with a being means.
Would it be apparent on her face? Oh no, or on their face?
On Seti? No, probably not.
Yeah, I needed to blow off some steam. How are you healing up, Seti?
Soon my face will be great again, but Sylas called me beautiful, so I guess that's something. And Sin thinks I'm not too bad. Right?
I think you're still a wonderful, wonderful being. deserves to be devoured. Anyways, I would very much like to take care of you if you'll allow me. And you can see there's like guilt all over. Like you wouldn't need to roll to see the guilt on her face.
Actually said he would.
Because can't see right now.
Right.
I mean, it's in her voice. I would say.
Okay,
it
okay
is
then.
also in her-
That's just a regular roll then.
Oh my fucking gosh.
Ah, it's hard. There's like a bead of like, and said he clings Sin to you a little bit harder. And says, I'm very capable of taking care of myself, but... And then she holds out, or they hold out their hand for assistance to you.
Good shit, Lysandra. I'm so sorry. Lysandra will take Seti's hand and or loop her arm into Seti's and take Seti away from Sin. Just gently guide Seti to wherever they're going. And that will be it for Lysandra for the night. I mean, unless Seti has any questions about what she did with...
No.
okay,
I
great.
criticaled on the insight, pretty much. So.
Fuck. All right. Is Seti gonna eat Lysandra?
You'll
Not
just-
out, but...
You'll just have to keep playing.
I pushed Sadie into a pole while Lysandra's fucking walking her.
What the fuck is happening?
Okay. This is the last thing. I need one of you to make a perception check or a survival check.
I got it. I got survival.
All right.
$17.
Okay. I'm assuming you walk as far as you can before resting.
Yes.
Okay. With a survival of 17. If everyone, I gotta switch something really quick so that chat can also see this. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna switch over the map in. Okay. The sun is close to setting when you come across an old ruin. More like a home than a keep or a castle. A faint wind filters through the trees, causing the leaves to clatter and scratch against each other. Who's in the back of the group?
We can say just Seti and Lysandra since Lysandra's leading Seti.
All right.
Who's in the front of the group?
Probably me then.
And me.
Okay.
Yes. And Ani.
Then I need Lysandra and Seti, and Ani and Lynd'ir to all make perception checks. And instead of having Seti do it, who's directly in front of Lysandra?
I'll say Sylas.
I'll have Sylas roll the perception instead of Seti.
I'm using the inspiration I got from gifting myself a sub.
I got 27. Nat 20.
Okay.
19.
19, okay, 27, 19, 19. And Lynd'ir, sorry, what'd you get?
Almost a 1.
I got an 18.
Okay.
A murder of crows perch in the trees above you. High enough, they are mostly hidden by the leaves, but low enough that you catch sight of them with your perceptions. Those of you at the front, because you pause at this location, there's something about it. And those of you in the back, I would say you've walked, 8 hours at this point?
Yeah. Hot second.
The way the crow watch is almost intelligent. But taking Lysandra's survival of 17, they seem like a regular murder of crow. When one takes off, the rest of them follow. Sylas, with your natural 20, you are the only one that hears a branch snap somewhere in the woods.
No, see direction. What direction it came from?
It would be to the party's right. So, is east?
East. Okay. I'm gonna whisper to Buddy, tell him to go check.
Okay. He leaps off of Ani's shoulder.
Now look through his eyes as he moves.
Okay. As he's flying through the canopy, things start to get... The surrounding gets darker and darker. And you feel his anxiety. That's where we're going to end tonight.
Hopefully he doesn't die. I'll just summon him again if he does. It's fine.
Lysandra's never going back to that fuck ass town.
Oh my goodness.
Except for
Fair enough.
Phoenix Puppy. Anyways.
Thank you,
moving
players,
on.
for joining. Thank you, chat. Hope you enjoyed this.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time. Hell yeah, chip bag.
It's actually crackers. I'm sorry.
Hell yeah, cracker bag.
I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I got hungry.
I think my favorite song of the night was Buddy's theme. As he was just like,
song?
yeah, as he was just like flying, like, ah, yes, Ani. Yeah, it was cute.
That poor student had to live his.
And you're just like angry petting. You know when you angry pet your animal and like their ears like slick back?